What if there was a single movement, ancient, quiet, and a little strange to look at, that could boost your circulation, flush out toxins, and wake up muscles you forgot existed? All in under 5 minutes? It sounds far-fetched, doesn't it? Yet for generations, this single movement has been quietly restoring balance, energy, and strength, long before modern fitness ever arrived. They called it the frog. At first glance, it looks unusual, even a little funny, but beneath its humble appearance lies something remarkable. Especially for those of us past 50, it offers what few workouts ever touch: deep internal activation. You see, most people mistake it for just another stretch or yoga pose. But what they miss is the intention behind it. Every angle, every breath, every moment of stillness, designed to reach the hidden parts of your body that normal routines can't. It doesn't just work your muscles, it revives them, and it helps your internal systems remember how to move again. Before we dive deeper, drop your name and where you're watching from in the comments. I'd love to know where in the world you're joining from today. Now, let's explore what makes this quiet, almost meditative pose so powerful. When we hear improved circulation, we usually picture faster blood flow, a light warm-up feeling, or maybe that rush after a brisk walk. But true circulation runs deeper. Inside your body are what I like to call still zones, places where blood, lymph, and energy slow down or even stop moving, especially as we age. These hidden areas, the inner thighs, pelvic floor, and lower abdomen, often stay asleep, especially if you sit for long periods, and that's exactly where the frog move begins its magic. When you lower into position, heels lifted, knees wide, torso leaning forward, you're not just stretching, you're creating gentle pressure from multiple directions on those forgotten areas. Then, with slow nasal breathing, the pose transforms into something far deeper, a natural pump that clears what's stagnant and draws in what's fresh. It's like opening the windows in a room that hasn't seen sunlight in years. Air begins to move again. Your body wakes up. This is why many people who practice it say their fatigue fades, their hands warm, their head clears, and their mood lifts. Because sometimes your body doesn't need more coffee or supplements. It just needs flow. But the story doesn't stop with blood circulation. There's another network within you, often ignored but absolutely vital: the lymphatic system. Think of it as your body's silent cleanup crew. It removes waste, strengthens immunity, and helps reduce inflammation. But here's the thing. Unlike your heart, it has no pump. It relies entirely on your movement, your breath, your muscles. That's where the frog move becomes a hidden powerhouse. When you squat low, heels up, knees wide, torso folding forward, you create pressure waves through key lymph zones in your groin, belly, and underarms. These are your body's main drainage hubs, and most workouts never touch them. As you move up and down with breath, you create an inner rhythm, compressing and releasing those areas like a gentle manual massage from within. No supplements, no detox teas, just your own breath, doing the work nature designed. And for people over 50, this isn't just exercise, it's a kind of renewal. Because what many call aging, puffiness, brain fog, stiffness, low energy, is often just stagnation. And when flow returns, so does vitality. Strength, real strength, isn't always about lifting weights or pushing limits. After 50, it becomes something deeper, something smarter. It's about balance, coordination, and control. It's about being able to move with confidence, without fear of falling or straining. And that's where the frog move shines in its quiet brilliance. At first glance, it looks gentle, even too simple to make a difference. But when you hold the position, when you stay steady on the balls of your feet, knees open, spine long, you awaken an entire network of stabilizers that most people forget even exist. These are the quiet protectors, the small but mighty muscles surrounding your hips, knees, ankles, and spine. They don't look flashy, but they're the reason you stay steady when you walk, when you climb stairs, when you catch yourself from a stumble. The beauty of this movement is how evenly it distributes load, because it's what we call a closed chain motion. Your hands, feet, and body are grounded together. That means the strain doesn't fall on a single joint. It spreads across your entire structure, strengthening the connective tissues, fascia, and tendons. It's intelligent strength, the kind that protects you from injury instead of causing one. And while you stay balanced on the balls of your feet, your calves, arches, and ankles work constantly, micro-adjusting, stabilizing, learning again how to support you. Over time, this subtle challenge rebuilds your foundation. From the ground up, your feet grow stronger, your posture lifts, your confidence returns. It's not about brute force. It's about resilience, strength that lasts, the kind that lets you walk longer, stand taller, and live independently with ease. But the frog move doesn't stop with muscles. It reaches inward, past the visible surface, into the systems that quietly keep you alive. Every time you move through the pose, from deep squat to lifted hips, you're creating a wave of gentle compression through your abdomen and pelvis. Your organs, the intestines, bladder, even your reproductive system, receive what could be called a micro-massage. It's subtle, but powerful. This movement encourages blood and lymph to flow through your core, supporting digestion, reducing bloating, and even helping the body's natural detox rhythm. Add deep nasal breathing to it, and your diaphragm joins the dance, creating soft waves of inner pressure that support your core from the inside out. It's like your body is remembering an ancient rhythm, the rhythm of life itself. For women, this helps with pelvic floor tone and hormonal balance. For men, it promotes circulation and vitality in the lower abdomen. And for everyone, it reconnects the systems that time and stillness often disconnect: the breath, the belly, and the mind. What's most remarkable is how natural it feels once you find your rhythm. You're not forcing anything. You're simply returning to something your body once knew, before years of sitting, rushing, and shallow breathing made it forget. This is movement as medicine, not loud, not aggressive, just deeply human. A reminder that your body's intelligence runs far deeper than muscle and bone. Now, before you rush to try it, there's something important to remember. This movement may look simple, but it deserves your respect. If you have knee pain, varicose veins, or any form of circulatory condition, go slow. Don't force your body into the full position right away. Instead, start small, with gentle stretches, supported squats, or even practicing the breathing pattern while seated. Because this isn't a competition. It's a conversation between you and your body. Each breath you take, each slight movement or shift in posture, is your body learning how to heal itself again. If you experience light pressure in your thighs or lower legs, that's good. It means circulation is returning. But if you feel pain, tingling, or strain, pause. Back off. The goal is awakening, not exhaustion. And remember, consistency is far more powerful than intensity. Just a few minutes each morning in silence, barefoot, with slow breathing, that's where the real magic begins. Because the truth is, aging doesn't just steal muscle or flexibility. It steals connection. We stop feeling our body from the inside. We rush, we sit, we distract, and somewhere along the way we forget that movement was never meant to be punishment. It was meant to be communication. So when you practice this, when you lower into the frog position, breathing slow, spine long, eyes closed, you're doing something ancient. You're reminding your cells what flow feels like. You're telling your nervous system, I'm still here, I'm still alive. And the more you return to this practice, the more your body begins to trust you again. Circulation improves, balance returns. Your movements feel lighter, easier, more you. You may even notice something unexpected, a deep calm, almost meditative. Because when your body's flow improves, your mind follows. The fog lifts. Your energy feels grounded, steady, and that's when true vitality begins to rise again. So here's my challenge to you. Try it. Just 5 minutes every morning for 7 days. See how your legs feel. See how your breathing changes. Notice how your mood shifts. Then come back here and tell me in the comments, how did your body respond? What did you notice? Because your story might be the one that inspires someone else to begin. And if you'd like me to show you the safest, step-by-step version of this movement, so you can start at home, even if you've never exercised before, make sure you're subscribed and leave a yes in the comments. I'll know you're ready for part 2. Until then, remember this. You are not too old to move again. You are not too late to change. You were just one breath away from reconnecting with the flow that has always been inside you. So, breathe, move, and feel yourself come alive again.